Good evening. Good evening. I'm Drew Wilson, and it's a pleasure once again to serve as the MC for this event. I always enjoy the Averett Athletics award ceremony where we get to celebrate the best and brightest moments of the school year. And it's been another fantastic year here in Averett Athletics. There's so much to be proud of, so thank you for joining us, whether you're in the audience or watching live at home on our webcast. Now, before our award show begins, I'd like to welcome out one of our biggest supporters, Averett President Dr. Tiffany Franks. Please welcome Dr. Franks, who will say some opening remarks.
Oh, good evening, everyone. I tell you, what a joy, actually a tremendous joy it always is to share in this celebration of athletics at Averett. Joe and I both love this evening and look forward to it every year, and we've been excited all day to be able to be with you this evening. And what an eventful year it has been. We couldn't be more proud of you as student athletes. We're proud of our programs, our coaches, and our athletic leadership, and all of our support personnel. You know, this year, just think about what's happened. We've had a division title, a regular season conference title, a conference championship, Players of the Year, Rookies of the Year, Coaches of the Year, and 2 inductees into the USA South Hall of Fame. What an incredible year. And what's even more exciting is that it's not over yet. For the second time in 3 years, our softball team has advanced to the NCAA tournament and will be playing after graduation. And I know everyone in this room and so many others will be cheering from wherever you are. As Averett student athletes, you have truly been contending and excelling in both the physical and the intellectual arenas. I can't tell you how much I love walking by and seeing the honor roll board in the Grant Center. And I want as many of your names on that board as possible, and I want you to keep them there. You know, we've been celebrating this year because it's been the best year yet as we think about that honor roll board, but we still haven't made Meg Stevens add another board, and that's the ultimate goal. As I have thought about this year, what you have won for yourselves as student athletes is far more significant than any award or any trophy that we could give you tonight. Your hard-earned knowledge is its own very special sort of trophy. You have learned endurance. You have learned determination. You have learned to overcome adversity and how to persevere. You have learned to take risks as individuals, and you have learned to work as a team. You have learned how to triumph graciously and how to hold your heads high in defeat. By succeeding while remaining grounded, you have learned how to win, not just in sports, but most importantly, in life. And that's a prize that will never tarnish and one that can never be taken away from you. You're learning that you've got to work hard every day in practice and in life, because championships are won by the work that people never see when there are no fans in the stands. Your success in the classroom is won by the work that others never see. It's the hard work, it's the determination and the drive that make you successful, whether it is exam time or game time. Now, I want to especially thank all of you for the ways that you have engaged this year in our community. You have distinguished yourselves, I mean truly distinguished yourselves, with a passionate concern for helping others. You have played to engage, and your random acts of kindness throughout our community have been noticed and greatly appreciated. I have people all over the community come up and talk to me about what you do. It matters. You have tutored and you have mentored through the Teach It Forward program, and I've had children tell me personally they want to be like you someday. Thank you. I don't think there's any greater gift that you can give a child. You have raised more monies and pennies for a purpose than any other school in conference history. What more can we ask? Finally, a special word to our seniors. Thank you for some great years. In a little less than 2 weeks, we will see you at the Grant Center, but not in competition, but in celebration of your accomplishments. You have overcome challenges and sometimes adversity and won. You have persevered, and the prize is a degree from Averett that will be yours forever. But just as winning an athletic event, this prize will be the result of teamwork. Yes, it will be your individual names on your diplomas, but I urge you to remember all of those who helped you reach this milestone. I hope you stay involved at Averett as alumni for the rest of your lives. Keep your ties to your teammates, your coaches, your professors, all of us, because we will miss you. Joe and I will miss you. Let's give all of our seniors a big round of applause. So thank you for this opportunity tonight to celebrate with all of you and to have this chance to personally say thanks, because you make so many sacrifices. So thank you to each of our student athletes, to each of our coaches, to all of our staff, support staff, to all of our faculty who serve as mentors, and especially to Meg Stevens for her tremendous leadership of athletics and all the contributions that she, along with our entire athletic family, make to this wonderful university. Congratulations and enjoy this special night.
Thank you, Dr. Franks. Well, we wanted to do something a little new this year, so if you know where you're sitting, it's probably a good thing. We're going to give out 4 gift certificates at random. We picked random seats this past week. So 4 gift certificates to Chick-fil-A. So are you ready? You know where your seat is? Your seat number is on the right arm. Just so there's no confusion. All right, let's listen up. Our winners of our Chick-fil-A gift certificates, seat F105. Seat L4. Seat K11. And seat O111. Oh, we have an empty. All right. So our backup will be D110. Well, let's get started by taking a look back at some of the highlights of the 2016-17 year with our annual highlight video.
This is one-on-one with Meredith's goalkeeper. The shot and a goal! Gets up.
Whether you're a senior who has worn your uniform for the last time or an underclassman, those are great memories to be archived. I'd like to thank assistant softball coach Jay Powern for his work in putting that highlight video together. We will have that video up at our Averett Cougars YouTube page here soon. I'd like to ask that our volleyball team, men's basketball team, softball team, and all their coaches please go ahead and make your way to the stage. And while they're doing that, let's look back at some of the facts and figures of this past year. As we analyze the 2016-17 academic year, we have a lot to celebrate. It's been an amazing year. If you think about it, we inducted 4 new members into our Averett Athletics Hall of Fame. We just found out recently that we have 2 Averett representatives being inducted into the USA South Hall of Fame, and Coach Danny Miller, as well as former golfer and NCAA medalist Yanni Momo. Also, Coach Ed Fulton got his 400th career victory this year. One of the great things about being sports information director here is I'm able to work with all the teams. And so I get to see a whole lot of everything. Some of the things that stick in my mind are the amazing individual accomplishments of someone like Frida Lundquist. Frida, where are you? I know you're out there somewhere. Frida finishes the runner-up in the conference cross-country meet. Then she had a career year on the basketball court, and then she went on to help the women's tennis team have its best season in 16 years. And how can we forget the amazing finishes this year? I can think of one off the top of my head. Men's soccer against Ferrum. Everybody remember that one? The double overtime 3-2 victory at home with the double overtime goal by Daniel Surley. Or most recently, just last weekend, the softball team. We were down 7-3 in the championship series. And as I stood close by, taking photos right outside the fence, I remember, I believe it was Jessica Long, confidently gave a little pep talk in the huddle between innings about how they were going to come back and win. And sure enough, they did. They won in extra innings and won the conference title. Just amazing stuff. And I could go on and on with similar memories for each sport. Overall, we totaled over 70 athletic awards this year, including 4 Conference Players of the Year. Volleyball is Hannah Shields, men's basketball is Charles Bryant, women's tennis is Heidi Sarkinen, and softball is Jessica Long. 3 of those 4 were repeat winners. We had 2 Conference Rookies of the Year. Softball is Caitlin Aheron, and men's tennis is Laurie Somm. We also had 2 Conference Coaches of the Year, and volleyball is Danny Miller, and men's basketball is David Duino. And as of right now, and I say that because we still have some awards that haven't come out yet for the spring, but we do have at least 1 All-American, and volleyball is Hannah Shields. In the classroom, academically, we had 4 student athletes who have, to this point, have earned academic all-district recognition. And if I call your name, please stand. Sam Chandler, Jake Comer, Sarah Smoot, and Desmond Springs. And we had one person earn academic All-America honors for the 2nd year in a row in Sam Chandler. With the spring sports award season not over yet, I expect those numbers to rise. In addition to individual accomplishments, Averett had one of its best years as 3 teams won conference championships, and we'd like to recognize them at this time. First, we'd like the volleyball team to come on up. We'd like to ask each team to pose for a group photo. Scoot on in, scoot on in.
Squeeze in there, ladies.
We're all helping. Okay, someone's...
The volleyball team went 15-0 in the regular season to win the regular season championship. Next up, we have men's basketball. Averett rebounded from a 2-10 start at the beginning of the year to come back, fight back, and win a share of the regular season title, and they earned the #1 seed in the conference tournament, which Averett hosted. Getting close, guys. And finally, the softball team, which won the conference tournament last weekend. Cougars will find out where they'll play in the NCAA regional here in the coming weeks. Championship banners weren't the only addition we had this year. Since the last time we met here, we completed the Frank R. Campbell Stadium, one of the best facilities in the region. And since the last time we met in this auditorium, we added 3 new sports: men's and women's lacrosse and men's wrestling. To our new coaches of those sports, we are happy to have you as part of our Averett family, and we look forward to seeing your teams compete next year. Beyond the field of play, we've made a difference in the lives of those less fortunate. Our teams have been involved in community service activities, from mentoring to volunteering with groups like Special Olympics or Big Brothers Big Sisters or Week to Engage, or help feeding those who are in need. We'd like to especially congratulate Averett SAC for being extremely active with its initiatives. Can we have our SAC e-board members please stand? Last fall, SAC helped Averett win the USA South Conference's Cans Across the Conference for the second consecutive year by collecting a school record 14,142 items. You did it again this spring, winning Pennies for a Purpose for the third consecutive year by raising $4,511, which broke Averett's record from the previous year. That's excellent. I know Meg enjoys keeping the trophies that we have up here on the table in her office. At this time, I would like to welcome junior cheerleader Lindsay Fulcher up to the stage for a special presentation. I hear we have a surprise video you'd like to introduce.
Hello. Here at Averett, we all work together to help and encourage one another no matter the circumstances. That's what being one family is all about. Here is exactly how athletes showed their appreciation for the support from staff and faculty athletic mentors.
Thank you, Lindsay. Speaking of those who support our teams, we have some of our faculty athletic mentors known as FAMs in attendance tonight, so if you're a FAM and here, please stand and be recognized. Okay, who wants more gift certificates? All right. We have more. All right, the lucky person in K104, you get a Chick-fil-A gift certificate. All right, Kickback Jack's gift certificates. E7. I feel like I'm calling bingo up here. L107. H114. And last, S108. Don't worry, there may be more. All right, let's get back to the show. Each year, the USA South Athletic Conference recognizes an academic all-conference team, and to earn academic all-conference, a student athlete must earn a 3.0 GPA or higher in both semesters of the school year. Last summer, Averett had 80 student athletes earn academic all-conference honors. In recent years, the USA South has altered the academic all-conference guidelines for seniors, so just because some fall may graduate in December instead of the spring. So tonight we'd like to recognize our senior USA South academic all-conference team members. Some of these folks might have graduated in December, but if you are here and I call your name, please stand and be recognized. Katie Abelseth, Michael Barber Jr., Taylor Booz, Charles Bryant, Jade Coma, Brandon Cowden, James Colbrook, Brittany Daly, Jamal Forney, KJ Graham, Samantha Hall, Taylor Jones, Yona Koski, Joe Lewis, Jessica Long, William Martin, Johanna Ornberg, Riley Smith, Ebony Strother, Paula Washington, and Ashley Yando. Last year, Averett Athletics started a chapter of Chi Alpha Sigma, the National College Athlete Honor Society that was founded in 1996 at DePaul University to recognize student athletes who were successful in both the athletic and academic setting. The criteria included playing collegiate athletics at a four-year institution, as well as achieving at least a junior academic standing by their fifth semester, as well as a 3.4 cumulative grade point average. Tonight we are honored to induct our 2016-17 class. As you recall, please make your way to the stage so that you can be pinned by Director of Athletics Meg Stevens. If you would, please remain on the stage off to the side so that we can do a group photo at the end. Tobias Andreasen. Bailey Brown. David Cooperman. Brian Finney. Ross Jackson. Samantha Hall. Vili Hatakangas. Patrick Long. Jordan Minton. Matthew Monos. Alexis Rosia. Jacob Santangelo. Hannah Shields. Christiana Sumo. And Amanda Wright.
Right in the middle. There you go.
Congratulations to you all. Now it is time to recognize our department's service award recipients. I'd like to ask that all of our head coaches and supervisors please come up to the stage and help present your service awards. We'll go in alphabetical order if that helps you. Each recipient was chosen by their coaches or supervisors for their dedication and commitment in the venue of play, in practice, in team meetings, team functions, and behind the scenes. If your name is called, please come up to the stage and accept your award, and please pause for a photo with your coach or supervisor. Then you may return to your seat. First, with athletic training, service award winner is Maria Ochoa. For baseball, Cody Johnson. For men's basketball, Brandon Baker. For women's basketball, Yona Koski. For cheerleading, Lindsay Fulcher. Now on to cross country. First for the men, Jake Santangelo. For women's cross country, Elizabeth King. For football, unable to be here tonight, but the service award winner is Jake Comer. For men's golf, Mark Wallstead. For softball, Taylor Hodges. For men's soccer, Mitchell Smith. Women's soccer, Ebony Struther. For sports information, Charles Bryant. All right, now on to tennis, starting with the men, Carlos Lora. And for women's tennis, Hannah Matson. And last, women's volleyball. Service award goes to Hannah Shields. Congratulations to all our service award recipients. Last year, we added 2 new types of awards to recognize more student athletes, not for only their achievements on the field of play, but also for their success in the classroom. The top GPA awards honor the highest cumulative grade point average for a male and a female student athlete of an NCAA-sponsored sport in each of the sophomore, junior, and senior classes. The GPA is based on the cumulative GPA entering the spring semester and is based on the student athlete's athletic eligibility. If multiple student athletes have matching GPAs, we recognize them all. We begin with the sophomore class. On the men's side, men's basketball's Austin DeLucia. The top sophomore GPA on the women's side belongs to women's basketball's Alexis Rocia. top male GPA for the junior class belongs to baseball's Patrick Long. On the women's side, volleyball's Sarah Smoot. The top male GPA in the senior class belongs to football's Brandon Cowden. And the top female GPA in the senior class is softball's Jessica Long. Congratulations to you all for your hard work in the classroom. The other awards that debuted last year is the Class Athlete of the Year. This award is given to the top male and female in each class. The recipients were selected based strictly on their athletic accomplishments, and the awards are based on a student athlete's athletic eligibility, and they were nominated by their coaches. We will begin with the freshman class and end with the seniors. The freshman female athlete of the year is softball's Kaylin Aheron. Kaylin was named the USA South Rookie of the Year, earned first team all-conference honors, and was named the MVP of the USA South tournament after helping the Cougars win it all. Also this year, she was named the NFCA National Player of the Week, and currently leads the nation and runs batted in with 62, while batting .352 with 13 doubles, 5 triples, and a team-high 7 home runs. She also tied for the conference lead among pitchers with 15 wins. The freshman male athlete of the year goes to men's tennis's Laurie Sum. He was named the USA South Rookie of the Year and helped the Averett men's tennis team finish as the runner-up in the USA South tournament last weekend, where he earned all tournament team honors. He finished 11-7 in singles and 15-4 in doubles. The sophomore female athlete of the year goes to women's tennis's Heidi Sarkinen. Heidi finished undefeated in #1 singles for the second consecutive spring and earned USA South Player of the Year for the second year in a row, while helping the women's tennis team achieve one of its best seasons in recent years. sophomore male athlete of the year goes to football, Sean Bowman. Sean set the program's single-season record for rushing touchdowns with 17 while running for nearly 1,200 yards. Those 1,200 yards are the second highest total in a single season for an Averett player. The running back also earned USA South second team and All-State second team honors this season. All right, the junior female athlete of the year goes to volleyball's Hannah Shields. Hannah repeated as USA South Player of the Year and earned AVCA All-America Second Team honors to go along with All-Region, All-State, and All-Conference First Team accolades. She was named the State Player of the Year while helping Averett go 15-0 in the conference during the regular season and earning the program's 17th conference championship. Our junior male athlete of the year is men's basketball's James Contreras. James earned USA South first team honors while helping the team win a share of the conference's regular season title. He averaged a career high 17.5 points to go with 4.4 rebounds and 7.2 assists. Our senior female athlete of the year, softball's Jessica Long. Jessica earned USA South Player of the Year for the second consecutive year and received All-Conference First Team honors for the fourth time in her career. She helped Averett win the USA South Conference tournament last weekend and was among the conference leaders in batting average, RBIs, runs scored, and stolen bases. And our senior male athlete of the year, men's basketball's Charles Bryant. Charles had a stellar season where he earned USA South Player of the Year while breaking Averett's career rebounding mark. He averaged 17.6 points and 10.4 rebounds a game while earning first team All-Region and All-State accolades. In addition to finishing as Averett's top rebounder, he finished fifth all-time in scoring. Congratulations to all of our athletes of the year. All right. I promised y'all some more gift certificates, so let's get some more gift certificates, this time from Buffalo Wild Wings. All right, J112. K101. M106. M5. And I believe we still have a Chick-fil-A gift certificate that hasn't been claimed yet, so we're going to go N107 on that one. All right, congratulations to our lucky winners on those. All right, It is now time for our final three major awards of the night. As you may have seen this past week, we announced the finalists for each award, and now it's time to find out the recipient. We begin with the Dr. Frank Campbell Sportsmanship Award. The Campbell Award is named after the late Averett president, Dr. Frank Campbell, who is a huge advocate for the growth of athletics and the university as a whole. This award goes to an Averett male or female student athlete who demonstrates the following. They show respect to opponents during competition. They represent Averett favorably on and off the playing field. Is dedicated to his or her sport and is a good example to his teammates and community. Is involved in civic organizations and community service projects. Works well with teammates and is respectful to the team, coaches, and administrators, and is a gracious competitor in victory and in defeat. This year's recipient is a shining example of each of those characteristics. This year's recipient is not only a good teammate, there's someone who is active around campus and always goes out of their way to say hello. The 2016-17 Dr. Frank Campbell Award recipient goes to Taylor Hodges. Taylor is an outfielder on the softball team. She had a great sophomore season in which she batted .322 with 19 runs batted in before her season ended early due to a little injury there. But that didn't stop Taylor from being an active member this year. Although she couldn't play, it didn't stop her from being one of the best teammates possible. Even after getting x-rays for her injury, she came right back to the game to support her teammates. The same was the case a few weeks later after surgery. Many times, she was one of the last ones to leave after games, helping sweep the visitors' dugout with just one arm. Around campus, she is involved with Kappa Delta Alpha, the Love Danville Higher Education Council, has served as an orientation leader and works with CAB and Residence Life. She has also been involved with SAC and volunteers at the Boys and Girls Club and was a part of the Teach It Forward Challenge. Earlier this school year, she was recognized as the Student of the Month at Averett. Congratulations, Taylor. Next, we honor the Dr. Tommy Foster Male Student Athlete of the Year. This award is named for the former chair of Averett's Physical Education Department and the first head coach of the baseball program. It recognizes the top male student athlete, and the recipient must demonstrate the following. They're an athlete who excels both in the venue of play and in the classroom. They are of high moral character and have a positive attitude. They have made significant contributions to their sport, contributed to the university and the community, and has represented Averett favorably on and off the field of play. This year's recipient certainly meets that criteria. The 2016-17 Dr. Tommy Foster Male Student Athlete of the Year is Charles Bryant. A four-year member of the men's basketball program, Charles finished his career first on the program's all-time rebounding list and fifth all-time in scoring. And as a senior, he averaged 17.6 points and 10.4 rebounds while earning USA South Player of the Year honors. He also earned all-region, all-state accolades, and on and off the court, his coaches say his leadership was one of the biggest reasons the team overcame a 2-10 start to earn a share of the conference regular season crown and the #1 seed in the conference tournament. In the classroom, Charles has earned USA South Academic All-Conference honors while averaging nearly a 3.4 GPA over his last 3 semesters. He's also been involved on campus as a 4-year worker in the Sports Information Department and with intramurals, and he's been involved with Big Brothers Big Sisters and Special Olympics basketball events. Congratulations, Charles. Finally, we come to our last award of the evening, the Barbara Kushbar Female Student Athlete of the Year. This award is named for current Physical Education Department Associate Professor Barbara Kushbar, who's with us right there. She coached volleyball, tennis, and basketball and has been a huge supporter of Averett Athletics. It also recognizes the top female student athlete with the criteria being the same as the last award. This year, we have an unprecedented situation. We have 2 female student athletes who have distinguished themselves both athletically and academically. Their resumes are practically identical, to the point that the selection committee decided to recognize them both as co-recipients of this year's award. Our first 2016-17 Barbara Kushbar Female Student Athlete of the Year goes to Hannah Shields. A junior on the volleyball team, Hannah earned her second consecutive USA South Player of the Year award and earned AVCA All-America Second Team honors to go with All-Region, All-State, All-Conference First Team accolades. She was named the State Player of the Year while helping Averett go 15-0 in the conference during the regular season and earning the program's 17th Conference Championship, and was named to the USA South All-Tournament team. She also set the USA South Conference career record in kills in only 3 seasons. Think about that. In the classroom, Hannah has a 3.68 GPA while double majoring. And additionally, she has assisted with several Special Olympics clinics as part of the team's community service efforts, participates in SAC, Pay It Forward, volunteers with youth coaching in the county, has served as a team captain, and coordinates many team events. Congratulations, Hannah. Our second 2016-17 Barbara Kushbar Female Student Athlete of the Year goes to someone equally as impressive. Jessica Long. Jessica earned USA South Player of the Year for the 2nd consecutive season and received All-Conference First Team honors for the 4th time in her career. The 2-time All-American's leadership was on display through her motivational speeches in between innings. She was among the conference leaders in batting average, RBIs, runs scored, and stolen bases. This week, she was named to the NFCA National Player of the Year watch list Final 25. Off the field, she has earned a 3.72 GPA as a member of Beta 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 Society, the National Society of Leadership and Success, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and is scheduled to continue her education at the Murphy Deming College of Health Science at Mary Baldwin University to earn a doctorate of occupational therapy. Congratulations, Jessica. Let's give all of our major award winners another round of applause. All right, before I welcome our leader, Meg Stevens. Up for some closing remarks, we have one final video for you, our annual senior tribute.
It's my house, come on, turn it up. Hear a knock on the door when the night begins. 'Cause we've done this before, so you come
be honest, do I need to use this or no?
Yeah, for the webcast.
Good evening. If I could ask a favor in the back, if you wouldn't mind turning all of them up. And maybe the ones down in front a little. There we go. Well, what a way to end a year. This is our favorite night of the year. This is when we get to celebrate. And for all of you underclassmen who thought that was a little funny, please remember what your first year pictures look like. Yours is coming up soon. You know, we have hard jobs when you work in athletics, when you work on college campuses, but we here, and especially here at Averett, we have one reason why we're here. And we're here because of you. We're here because of students. That's what our president says, that's what we say, we're students first. And therefore, we hope this experience has been about you. We hope this year has been about you. First time we got together this year was August 22nd at our annual Welcome Back. It's been 244 days since August 22nd. When we go through things in life, good or bad, we remember how quickly time passes, and I'm sure your seniors can tell you how fast it seems like their years have gone. But for me, every year is so special, and this year was no different. I just can't thank everybody enough, because I think a lot of times when you think about Averett Athletics or what we're doing, a lot of times I'm the one that gets the credit, and I'm not the one who deserves the credit. This is about you. Student athletes, you're doing something really unique. I know how tight of a ship that we run. I know it's not easy. We ask you to do and ask you to do, and whatever it is, you step up. And that's so impressive, because I love watching you do what you do, and our coaches do, and our staff does, and our university does, and you just represent us so well. So how have you spent 244 days? You've spent 244 days doing it right. You spent 244 days having the best academic fall we've ever had. You're doing it right in the classroom, and that's what comes first. Well done. I hope that this spring shows the same. You're doing it right on the field of play. It's fun to see improvement and our teams continuing to move up. We will finish this year 4th in the President's Cup. Out of all 16 teams in our conference, we're 4th. We are contending for championships. Most importantly, I think a lot of times a lot of people ask me about one team. Well, what do you mean when you say one team? I think it's really easy for a lot of people to have some kind of a motto, and they put it up on a poster, and it's just there. I think there's a difference in the way that we do it, in the way that you show it. You truly are one team. The way you help each other, the way you support one another, the way we act as a family is very unique, and I can't thank you enough for that. But the thank yous do start at the top. Thank you to our president and her husband, Joe. You will never find a president and a family like this who will be at your events and who is a constant supporter. Please thank her and Joe. We have a President's Council here at Averett made up of all of our vice presidents and others that really appreciate athletics. Please understand how much that means, and a big thank you to them for all of their support of athletics. The video that Lindsay made in our thank you to support services, I don't know if you understand how much that means. Some of you understand because you either spend more time in the training room with more ice bags than I'd care to think about, or you spend more time and you really get to understand what Drew and his staff does, or maybe you've just thanked a few of our facilities folks who've gone out of their way to make North Campus look the way it does. But one thing I can tell you is that running an athletics department, it takes a lot of people. And this is my one night to say thank you. And this is your night to say thank you. Would everybody who works in athletics please stand? Coaches, assistant coaches, sports information, athletic training. Thank you. Student athletes, I think it goes without saying, but when you work and you work in the field that we work in, you don't do it to go make a ton of money. You don't do it because there's nothing else. You do it for true love. And those people have chosen Averett, and they choose to give a lot of their time. And they choose to give a lot of time away from home to you. Please take the opportunity, whether it's today or tomorrow, to make sure you really thank your coaching staff, to make sure you thank our support staff. We could not do it without them. To our faculty athletic members and our others who are so supportive of our programs, again, we just can't thank you enough. Tonight's one of the biggest events that we run. This runs on a number of people putting this together. Please give a big round of applause for Drew being our MC tonight. Tonight also, and much like everything we do, takes a committee to put together and run. Those folks on the committee I'd like to thank: Bren, Thomas, Ashley, Phil, Danny, Kelly, and Emma. Thank you so much for putting tonight together. Special thanks to Jay for putting together our highlight video. That's a tremendous undertaking and task, so thank you for that. Drew mentioned a few of the highlights, but I wanted to make sure that you knew what the 244 days meant to us. 244 days ago, we hadn't even opened the stadium yet. Think about how life-changing that has been, whether you've played in front of it or just it's been a part of North Campus. That has changed Averett Athletics and Averett University. We truly are Danville's hometown community. We are up to 33 local corporate partners that support us. That makes such a big difference, and students, thank you so much for recognizing that and understanding that and who we are in this community. I mentioned our academic achievement. Please know, here's a rundown of the records we beat this past fall. Highest average team GPA, we had a 2.91. Highest team cumulative GPA, 2.86. Highest average student athlete fall term GPA, 2.71. Highest average student athlete cumulative GPA, 2.70. The highest percentage of student athletes above a 3.0 was 44%. Every one of those broke some kind of a record. And of course, you know me, we're on to break the next one. I hope that this spring can prove to do even better in the classroom, which is our #1 responsibility. Our 3 teams who won championships in some way, shape, or form, congratulations. That's where we want to be, and that's where we want to head. Our Division III social media, much thanks to Drew, we now rank 3rd in all Division III universities nationally in Averett Athletics social media. Congratulations. In case you've forgotten some of the additions we've made at North, we started this year without an academic center on North. We now have an academic center that you have been asking for years on North Campus. Thank you to Buddy Raleigh, and thank you to all those that made that academic center possible. This year, we completed a ton of life skills programming. The other advantage we got is both through Phil Wilson and Emma Olson, we were able to provide 100 student athletes disc training and try to continue our leadership and getting better in our community and bettering ourselves. New additions that went on to North, all of our new signage on North. You can tell we redid parking. We also added all those banners out in the North Campus parking. We try to make sure that those things in that place feels like home because we know how much time you spend there. We had a number of other achievements this year. One I'd like to highlight is actually our new Hall of Fame board. Hopefully that shows you that lobby is getting more and more life, and I hope that you can spend more time with that board and getting to know our Hall of Famers and also all the other things that are going on campus that that board can do. It is one of my proudest moments with the amount of service you do. I talked to the CCECC the other day. The number of hours that student athletes put in is incredible. Do you know you make up almost 65% of all of the community service we do on this campus? You are so giving. You give of your time to be a student, you give of your time to be an athlete, and you give of your time to give back. And I can't think of a better thing, and that's why those 2 trophies do sit in my office. Yes, they represent winning, which I like a lot, but they represent winning the right way and doing it the right way. You have done all of the following: Angel Tree, Special Olympics bowling, Valentine's Day cards for nursing homes, clinics at Stonewall Therapeutic, Boys and Girls Club, Teach It Forward, God's Storehouse, special speaking at Westwood Elementary, the Danville Science Center, Cardinal Village Youth Center, Haven, Epiphany Episcopal Church, Danville Reads, Westover Volleyball Clinics, and Big Brothers Big Sisters. For our student athletes involved in our Student Athlete Advisory Committee, you're to be commended. That's our executive board, but that is every single student athlete that came to a SAC meeting. We rely on SAC because we are driven by student athletes and your leadership. I just can't thank you enough for all of those of you who participated. We're not over yet. Softball will continue on, and we're looking to go as far as we can into that NCAA tournament. I'm sure they'll represent us all very well on their way into the year. What a great year. What a great 244 days. I just can't thank you enough, because for me, it's not a job. This isn't a job, this is a love. I love my staff. We have an incredible staff, folks. We can't do it without them. I wish I had time to point out each of you, I don't, but you have to know how much they mean to me and that it's not possible without them. So for student athletes, just thank you for a great year. I hope it's been a really, really great one and memorable one. Seniors, we can't thank you enough. Underclassmen, we can't wait to get you back and see what next year has to offer. Drew, I'll turn it over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Meg. All right, a couple final few announcements before we get out of here. We have a special treat for you. So with finals coming up, we thought we'd make you another exam week survival kit. So as you leave tonight, be sure to pick up your goodie bag out in the lobby with some snacks to enjoy. I was told if you have a peanut allergy, we do have peanut-free goodie bags. See Bryn in the lobby and she will hook you up. Also, as you all came in and took photos on the red carpet tonight, we will be printing those for you, and we will be getting them to your coaches, and they will get those to you here probably next week, or you can pick them up, I'm sure, at North Campus. And last but not least, the final major award winners, the four of you, if you could stay after, come see me down here real quick. Otherwise, thank you for a fantastic 2016-17. If you could also, please be sure to pick up your trash before you leave and throw that away. That would help us out. Thank you. Have a good night.
Very well done. 8 o'clock.
Wow.